I've been desperate to make this video for you because over days, weeks, months in 2024, I see people making the same mistake. Whether you're an online business owner, someone who wants to start an online business, or even use YouTube and other social platforms to start their online business and create a lifestyle around their family. And you know what? You're not alone. This huge mistake that I'm going to share with you in a minute, but also how to fix it, is being made by every entrepreneur on the planet. Why? Because there are bro marketers and self-proclaimed gurus trying to sell you their product. They're not wrong. You're just not ready for it. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what that huge mistake is, how to rectify it really, really quickly. If you want my support on it, then there's a link in the description below. If you're watching this video in November or December, then we've just opened the Heart Brand Blueprint, and it'll get you from literally 0 to hero over an 8-week period. Info in the description, but let's dive into what this mistake is so that I can help you. Now, let's go to the trusty whiteboard. As you can see, no script today. We're going like as if it's alive. And the great thing is, if you are an expert in what you do, you know, if you've brought your experience and expertise into your content, you can make a video like this. You just need a simple framework, which I can share with you. Again, it's in the Heart Brand Blueprint or in some of my other videos. But if you've got it, you can just shoot and just follow that framework. And then you've created a raw, unedited, in-the-moment video, which your audience love. Because us over 40s, we prefer content that's in the moment. We prefer content that gives us the information, creates a connection. We don't need fancy edits. And this thing I'm going to share with you today is going to answer the problem around what you are creating for yourself. So bear with me. Let's see if this shows the right way round. I have to excuse my my one-handed dodgy drawing skills, but let's have a go at it. It's very simple. We're going to create a timeline. Okay, so line straight across and a line. Number 1, number 10. Think of it as a very simple. That's a dreadful 10. Think of it as a very simple timeline. When you start your business and when you're growing it, and you've hit that utopia of your 10K month or whatever your target might be. The biggest mistake that people are making is they start here. They start here. Let's use this red counter as the big mistake. They go to 0.5. Okay. 0.5 is, oh, we need a sales funnel. Okay. They think they need a sales funnel in there. And then they think, oh, I need a website as well. So let's build a website. Someone said I need a website. I've got to create a course. Let's create a course. Oh, I need an email list. Let's start an email list. Oh, we need landing pages. And they do in all of this. This is a dreadful drawing, but I'm trying to just show to you all the things that you might have been sold online. Okay, you see all these Black Friday deals going out there. Well, what you've just created here, let's try a different color. We'll go for red. Bear with. This here, going to 0.5, and all of these things here, all of these shiny objects are the wrong things to begin with. Yes, you need them, but not right now. So if you are starting your business and you think, right, I need a sales funnel, or I now need to go and create loads of social media content, or I need a landing page from a lead magnet, and I need, what else do I need, Stephen? Email list. Let's get that email list out there. Oh, I know. Let's do a challenge. We love a 3-day challenge. Let's do that there. And you get consumed with all of this stuff here, and then wonder why your business doesn't start. It might do to start. You know, you might have some connections on LinkedIn or connections on Facebook or Twitter, and because they like you and you've built some trust over time, they buy this first thing here, and they go, yeah, I'm on your list now. That's cool. Oh, go on, I'll get your lead magnet. Go on, I'll go on your webinar. See all these different things I'm mentioning that people are just starting with. Well, that's the wrong thing to do. And most businesses are failing because they're focused on the shiny things. And what happens is you become sad, you turn blue, and then you become depressed with your business, think it doesn't work, say to the world, social media doesn't work, I can't do this on YouTube or on any other platform for that matter. And you feel like you've got loads of wasted time, or you're just struggling by feast or famine. And it's painful. It's horrible. It's a horrible place to be in. So if we take this green token and we start in the right way, doing these pieces along here first and not jumping to 0.5, because I had a call at the weekend with a gentleman who is jumping onto the Heart Brand Blueprint and has actually hired me as his coach as well to give him some one-to-one coaching to help him through the weeks, really be very specific. And he said to me, oh my God, Stephen, I do that. Rubbish cover. Where are we? I said, Stephen, I do this thing here. That's where I've been. I've bought every sales funnel course, how to create a book, how to launch a course. Well, do you know what the biggest problem is here? Let's go to the beginning. Let's move that out of the way. The first part is you don't know who you are. You think you do because you're on an industry. You are a professor. You could be a life coach. You might be a business coach. You could be a PT. You could be an artist. You could be a pottery maker. You could be a dog walker. And you think that that's your identity. That's not your identity. That's the service that you provide. That's the point 10 that you provide. That's the thing over here. But to do that and to sell that, you need to get there first, okay? So we need step one. Have you ever bought a table, a four-legged table, and it comes with 3 legs, and you wonder why the food's slipping off it, but you don't go back to the shop to question them? Or I'm sat on a chair right now. It's got 4 legs. If it didn't have the 4 legs, if it didn't have the foundations, I would keep bloody falling off it. Well, when you come to point 5 over here, okay, when you come here, this is a table with 3 legs. That is dreadful handwriting. It's a table with 3 legs and you keep falling off. And that makes you disheartened. Well, who wants to be disheartened? So like I said, over the summer, I've interviewed a few hundred entrepreneurs, but over my lifetime, 12 years in my agency, I've identified that people always come here. Okay. Is this the right way? Yeah. They always start in the middle. They've got an existing business. So now we need a funnel. Now we need a landing page. Now we need email. Now we need Facebook ads. And just the list goes on. When it's not, you need to come back to step 1. So what's step 1? We need to understand who you are. We need to understand your values. We need to bring your values into your content. Because at the moment, along here, you're not even producing any content. Nobody even knows who you are. When you think you're going to sell something to them? If people don't know you, why would they buy from you? They don't buy from strangers or unestablished brands or businesses. They want to know what you can provide for them. And even if that is the very first TikTok ad you ever run or YouTube ad you ever run, you're creating something so they can know about you first. There is lots of stages within the marketing process. The first one is awareness. But if you're not aware of who you are, what you love, why you do it over here, then how can you put that into your content? How can you put that into your messaging? How can you put that into your business? How can you show up on calls and being a completely authentic, heart-branded person? You can't. So the first thing we need to look at are these few steps over here. So let's get the rubber and let's give you an idea as to what some of these steps are so you can take action. And if you want my help, you just click the button below and you can join a call and we can chat it through and see if the Heart Brand Blueprint is right for you. If you're watching this after December the 3rd, there will be a wait list for when we reopen again in the new year. So we need to know your values. We need to know how to connect them with your content pillars, and they're created through a process I call, I'm going to just put I there for Ikigai. Now, you guys will have watched some of my content in the past and you'll have heard me talk about when I created my TED Talk, went on stage, talked about your heart brand and how it's your superpower to saving the world and having that ripple effect and all the stuff, conversations and stories around Lorraine and her son, and creating videos and courage before confidence and all of them great things, which I've shared videos on, and there'll be some around here for you to check out. But the most important thing is, I came off that stage and my wife said to me, have you read the book Ikigai? I went, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Came home, grabbed her copy. And it basically, as you guys will know, there are, let's have a look. Here in this piece, there are 4 circles. Okay. And they all interlink. And basically, the first one is, what do you love? What does the world need? What can you be paid for? And what are you good at? Once you go through that cycle, and that's very over, a kind of bird's eye view. Once you identify, let's get different color, all of those, you've just now created your 4 content pillars for your YouTube videos, your 4 content pillars for your LinkedIn account, your 4 content pillars for your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, Pinterest, Snapchat, your live streams. But they won't work unless, let's try a different color. You know who you are. your why, your purpose, your vision, your values. So when you understand those, and it's a very simple exercise, it takes about 30 minutes to do that, and then add them in there with those 4 content pillars. Now you have content which is heart-centered, will resonate with your ideal audience, because the next key step is in here. Okay, I'll put another block in. I appreciate this is really, really messy, but I think you're getting the idea because it's roaring in the moment. Let's focus on that big black block. And to do that, we'll move that out of the way. So what we've got here now is we've got content that we've got a message that we can share with the world. Okay, which is your heart brand given content. So we've got the values over here, we've got the Ikigai, and now we lead into this and we create content, our marketing message, which is based in value, talking to our ideal client who walk along here. Now that ideal client, here's the big golden nugget for you. Okay, big golden nugget. If you're in an online education business, or if you're an online coach, ask yourself the question, have you been through the transformation yourself? Have you created a result for yourself? Because if you have, you know the different pieces of content that are going to go in this content process. You know the journey. You know the pain that you've gone through. You know the transformation you can get. Therefore, you can answer every single question to your audience through your content, through your YouTube videos. When you jump on a one-to-one call, like I've done all summer, discovery calls, when you implement these things into your business, but you've understood your vision and your values, you've identified your why and your Ikigai, and then you speak to you, the former, that is a dreadful arrow, Stephen, the former you. When you speak to the former you, it's always correct. It's always on point. It's always on brand, because you've solved your problems for you. And no doubtly you will have solved them for your clients as well. But you just haven't realized and thought you need all the shiny objects. You think you need the systems and the mechanisms. Well, let me give you a very simple sales process which you can create. So you could even get started right now. You could even get started right now. Okay, which creates all of this and gets rid of all of the mess. If this is making sense, guys, please let me know in the comments. If you've got any questions as well, let me know in the comments too. If I'm confusing you, please tell me that in the comments too. So let's look at this timeline, okay? This is point 5. This is where we don't want to go. We don't want to start there. We want to understand who we are, what we do, why we do it, and who we serve. Most importantly, who we serve. This is your sales process to at least get to your first 10K. It's a very simple process. You do this work first. If you don't do that work, if you don't put the engine in the car doesn't run, because no one will know you. No one will like you. They won't know if they trust you. They'll never jump on a call with you. You then create content around the problems you solve. And the best way is the problems you have solved for you, because you know the answers, you know the feelings, you know how that connects with people, you know what you responded to fix that problem for yourself. So you know you, and you make content for you. Yes, it's all about you, because you are the niche. So you see where this niche thing is coming from now? Because if you go and make content for the entire world, you'll be in a Red Sea and you will just get lost. You'll just get lost. So if you know who you are and create content for the former you, this will land. Create content and invite people to a 20 to 30, I like to call them, minute discovery call. Okay? Let's go for the green. Invite people to have a conversation. This is where you collect the data. And we use AI to review our data. But after I've had 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 discovery calls, what I get there in that one call is I've now got 3, 4, 5 different pain points that I've identified through simple questioning. I use my police intelligence, the detective phase of my life. I use those transferable skills, and I ask questions. I can teach you all of this in the Heart Brand Blueprint because it's in there. I ask questions, identify the pain point. I solve a problem that they come to the call with, so people go away happy and pleased, and there's trust and rapport built. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 different topics that I can create a video on. This video is coming from the biggest pain point that everyone is sharing with me, is they're starting in the middle, not at the beginning. It's a really simple concept. So let's go to the beginning. Let's identify you, identify your content, who you're making content for. And then once we put content out, we have an invitation. Come and jump on a discovery call. So there will be 2 links below this video. If you want me to get you through a sticking point, there'll be a link to a discovery call. They are limited because we're just about to launch the Heartbrand Business Blueprint. So all the calls at the moment will be taken up by that, but there's going to be allocated at least 1 or 2 a day. Grab one, jump on a call, chat to me. The important thing here, you do not sell on a discovery call. Build trust, my friend. Don't go all spammy, salesy. You build trust. You don't sell on those calls. What you do on this call is, if you think you can help them and you have a program coming up, or you already have an existing program or coaching business, you ask them, you invite them back. Say, look, we can fix this problem. I have a coaching program or a course or whatever it is you have, and I believe I can fix this problem for you. Would you like to come back on a call in the future? Yes or no? If they say yes, fabulous. If they say no, just part as friends. Provide them with another resource so that you can help them on their journey. Continue forward with the key thing here, gratitude. Be grateful you've got the information from them to create content, to attract more people towards you, but please lead with gratitude. And then they might become a customer, or they go back into your content. People should always go back into your content. There's a reason why. Let me get rid of that. What you'll find in the world is that approximately, let's put these tops back on these markers, 10% of people, of your audience, are ready to buy. 10% are aware. And what happens is this big chunk in the middle is 80%. It's a common marketing experience, but the gurus who want to sell you their sales funnel or their chatbot messaging service don't tell you this. But they should, because it would actually help them. 10% are aware, 10% are ready to buy, and 80% need to be cared for. Nurture. That's why in my system, content, community, curriculum, clients, community is in there. So I jump on to YouTube when I launch a video and I create it as a premiere, and anybody who watches, I'm in the comments having a conversation, sharing experiences, asking questions, showing up. And one of the most important things that's happened this weekend while we launched the Heartbrand Blueprint has been this. People have been coming to the calls and excited to see me because they thought they were going to see a sales rep or someone like that. Well, no, I'm a personal brand. I'm building a personal brand. Surely I should be the face of the business and continue to be. So when people come onto your discovery calls, they're going to be excited to see you because they've got, if you like, the movie star from YouTube. So please show up and give them what they've come for. You'll create a deeper connection. So where was I going? Completely lost my train of thought. Let's use the prop, which I've talked about in the past, and have some tea. I know I've fired quite a lot at you, and I just want to say thank you for keeping up with my speed and my pace. But if you've got any comments or questions, please throw them in the chat, and I will answer them for you. The essence of this entire video, because I have lost my thread, so my deepest apologies. And this is the challenge sometimes when you do a video without a script. I know what I want to teach you, and I've gone through my bullet pointed list here. There was some preparation, I promise. I wanted to fix that big problem. That big problem is this, that you are going to point 5. You're creating all the shiny stuff, but actually you don't know who you are and who you serve and the content you should create. Well, if you do the process at the beginning with your vision and your values and you understand your why, we have a process called 7 levels deep. And then we go through the Ikigai process, done in one session. In an hour and a half, you've started that work over a couple of days. You then sort of let that cement and sink in. And then you come to the Q&A session on a Friday and you're like, bang, bang, bang. Just want to clarify this. Moving on. Now we're into developing the content that people want and need from you. So it's not a long, drawn out process, but it's a real fundamental. Otherwise, you're always going to have a table with 3 legs. And who wants that? Because if you screw this up, if you don't get the foundations in place, 2025 is going to be horrible. And you're going to come back to this video and go, damn, I wish I'd done what Stephen said. You don't need to come and join my Heartbrand Blueprint. You don't need the whole coaching program. To get started, you need to watch this video and you need to do this. And if you can't, then I'm afraid I can't help you. Take care. Have an awesome. I know it sounds negative. I shouldn't have said that. It sounds so negative to end the video on, but I'm just being bloody honest and real. Where are we now? It's the 25th of November. And you've got a message worth sharing. You absolutely have. Please don't waste it by impatience and wanting to get the funnel out, because who cares? Your messaging will be wrong. Your call to action will be wrong. Your hook on your landing page will be wrong. Every video you make will be wrong because it isn't from in here and it doesn't resonate with the former you. And they're the people you can pull towards you. That's your customer. That's your client. I am teaching and coaching people who I have been over the last 10 years. It's the easiest thing to do as an online business and the most impactful for you and for them. There's always people on the journey that you have traveled. You might just be a few steps ahead. In this case, I'm 10 years ahead. You might be 5, you might be 25. Do not waste your knowledge, skills, experience, and expertise, because we have so much in the Gen X, the 40 plus bracket, whether you're 40, 50, 60, 70. A lady joined my program this weekend. She's 62 years old. And oh my word, the knowledge and wisdom that she has and how she's going to share with people. And I'll give you a little hint. Most people buy a course and don't complete it. She's going to teach you how to create a course that gets completed. Now, that's exciting. Guys, have an awesome rest of your week. There will be more videos from me. Check out the links below for all the resources. And thank you for bearing with me. And I've ended this video in the wrong way to end a video. But if you want some support, there'll be a video around here that's going to help you move to the next level with your content creation. Know who you are and make great videos. Much love. Take care. Big Daddy out.